Recently back from his first trip abroad to Saudi Arabia last month, President Donald Trump weighed in on the Qatar crisis.
The nation of Qatar, unfortunately, has historically been a funder of terrorism at a very high level. And in the wake of that conference, nations came together and spoke to me about confronting Qatar over its behavior.
On June 5th, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Egypt, and others severed diplomatic ties and instituted a land, air, and sea blockade of Qatar. Among their complaints, Qatar's close ties to Iran, which promises to help weather the blockade. The U.S. has an air base in Qatar, using it for missions against Islamic State in Iraq and Syria. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson said in a statement it would be very difficult for Qatar to meet a list of 13 demands from the Saudi-led group, but there is room for dialogue.
Our role has been to encourage the parties to get their issues on the table, clearly articulated, so that those issues can be addressed and some resolution process can get underway to bring this to a conclusion.
Veteran U.S. diplomat Alan Kieswetter told VOA Tillerson and Trump have a different emphasis in this conflict.
The Secretary's stance has been one of a diplomat, of a negotiator. He's known the Qataris for decades, he's known the other players for decades, and he thinks there's a possibility of working this out.
State Department spokesperson Heather Nauert said the U.S. will try to facilitate talks, but it is up to the Gulf countries themselves to work out their disagreements. Cindy Saine, VOA News, the State Department.